Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brady Prenslow and this is Race Age 50, and this is where I plan to chronicle all of my 2025 races as I have moved up an age category. And this is one of my favorite. We are at the third day of the Crosse Omnium. It is Sunday, May 4th in La Crosse, and this is the La Crosse Criterium. I've been racing this for 14 years, give or take, and it's always one of my favorite. It is a flat, fast, four-corner crit with a slight bend on the backside. And believe it or not, I think I still have the Strava KOM on this course back in my Category 1-2 days. And we are approaching turn 2 here, which is a little bit of a pedal clipper from time to time. You can pedal through it, but you have to be a little cognizant. Turn 2 is wide open, moving on to the backside, and you will never clip a pedal on this turn. As we progress onto the backside, a little bit about our strategy. I thought we would be racing for Aaron Drevlo today as he won the road race, and I thought we definitely want to get him the series win. But our team manager, Matt Myers, said, I think we can still get him the series win and we can get Brady the race win. So all of my Donkey Label teammates are riding for me today, which is always a good feeling. So here we are on the backside. And we are, again, on the backside of this course off the Mississippi River. And this road is a little bit more narrow than it has been as a bar kind of juts out. We have some bike lanes on the left. And then between turns 3 and 4, the Charmant Hotel. That building was always there, but it didn't used to be a hotel. So now we have a few cobbles on this section as well. And turn 4 is actually the most dangerous as it is slightly off camber. As you can see, we lean into turn 4. And there have been many crashes on the final lap because you can tend to slide out if you overcook that going a little bit faster than you are used to. We average just about 27 miles an hour, and I have 8 tips for you on how to win a criterium as a 50-plus rider, or really any rider. Tip number 1, no brakes. And for a crit this size of about 35 riders, 4 corners, there is absolutely no reason you should ever have to touch your brakes. Even if you have to move over to the left or right a little bit to not run into the rider in front of you, everyone's going to appreciate it if you are not tapping your brakes, and your legs are definitely going to appreciate it by not having to constantly accelerate, decelerate, accelerate, decelerate. Obviously, it takes some practice, but if you can lay off your brakes on a crit like this, you are going to be much fresher at the end. Another way to stay fresh, tip number 2 is know the wind direction. So if you had to guess on this course, we have the Mississippi River on the home stretch. Which direction do you think the wind is blowing? And it almost always blows off the Mississippi River. So we are moving into the backside now, and the wind is moving from our left to right. So I'm going to tuck in behind this truck rider on his right side out of the wind. So on the backside, you want to be on the outside. And on the front side, you want to be on the inside. So when it comes to moving up or staying out of the wind, always on this gutter side on that backside as the wind, again, is coming from our left to right. So tip number 1, no brakes. Tip number 2, know the wind direction. And tip number 3, have fast teammates. Almost this entire race, again, I had 5 or 6 teammates. They kept things really fast the entire time. It you think, like, isn't that hurting the sprinter? You would much rather have a nice, consistent 25, 26 miles an hour than a super surgery, 17 miles an hour to 30 miles an hour to 25 miles an hour. This was an extremely, extremely smooth race as I come up on the left side of this rider. Now, again, trying to stay out of the wind. So again, tip number 1, no brakes. Tip number 2, know the wind direction. Tip number 3, have fast riders, teammates that can keep things extremely smooth and keep you positioned where you need to be positioned. And again, just rolling through this 45-minute race, again, we averaged about 27 miles an hour. My average power was only It was 236, so I ran an extremely efficient race. I felt fresh as a daisy as it came to the sprint at the end of the race. Tip number 4, move up when things slow down. Now, if you've ever raced a crit, you know that those first several laps are a little chaotic. People are trying to get away, test each other out. Sometimes you're in a crit and you're like, oh my God, can I hold on during this entire crit? And sometimes if you just hold on to by that 5th or 6th lap, things slow down. And things, again, like I said, this was a pretty smooth race. But when things slow down, you want to be able to move up, and you want to move up on the right side. So let's skip ahead a little bit here. Lap 14, and again, we are over halfway through this race. Things are going pretty quickly here. We're at 25 miles an hour, but coming around this corner there starts to be a little bit of a lull. So I don't want to get all the way to the front, but I want to move up a little bit. So again, I'm going to move up on the right-hand side, the correct wind direction, and things slow down. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and look at that. Things surge a little bit, so I'm able to get onto this rider's wheel, he's putting out a ton of watts there. I'm still seated. And again, jump onto this wheel and do not have to put out too many watts. So again, move up when things slow down and you are going to be much better off for it. All right, we are still in the middle of the race. We are getting down there to the number of laps. I'm starting to think in my head, okay, do I have a good sprint in me? Where do I want to be? Now the plan was to have Matt be my lead out man. So he was going to deliver me to the finish. So let's speed up here to the tail end of this race. So we'll skip ahead here to 5 laps to go. If it's a bigger crit, you really want to think about it with about 5 or 6 laps to go. You do not want to be in the back of a crit. So here I'm sitting about 7th or 8th wheel, which honestly is a little bit too far back, but I'm right on my lead out man's wheel, Matt Myers. So again, this tip is late race positioning can save you a lot of work and positions at the end. So very often races are won here with about 2 laps to go. So I'm sitting on Matt's wheel and I'm on a beautiful train. The only advice I might give them would be to move to your left because you don't want anybody coming up the inside of this. So if the train had moved a little bit to the left, it would have been even better, but I'm going to try to protect the inside here on my own. So I'm going to sweep way inside for turn 1 just so nobody swarms my inside elbow, even though I have this 606 rider coming up on my outside. I try to get back on Matt's wheel, but again, the 606 rider is there. So I've got a lap and a half to go. And I'm honestly going to make what I believe is the winning move of the race right here. So I know that I need to be up back on my teammate's wheel with just over a lap to go. So I'm going to put in a little bit of a dig, but I still have got about 2 minutes before I really need to sprint. So I'm like, all right, I need to move up a couple of positions. I'm going to do it on the right-hand side based on the wind direction that I just talked about. Put in a few digs, get around this rider, and I'm actually going to go around my lead-out man, which isn't ideal, but I was just rolling, not putting out a ton of watts here, and rolled right onto Aaron's wheel. We have, again, just over a lap to go. We've got 3 non-donkey riders up in front, followed by Jose, and then I am on Aaron's wheel, and I think I know what's going to happen again. The wind direction coming off of the river, I'm going to get echelon onto Aaron's wheel, and my next tip is if you have a lead-out train, that lead-out train should go no slower than 30 miles an hour. That last lap should be easily 30 miles an hour so nobody comes around. And we are doing 33, 34, 35 miles an hour. Jose is just ripping it, and I'm on Aaron's wheel. This is perfect. If I could race every crit exactly like this, this is definitely what I would do. We come into turn 1 really hot, gutter to gutter. Keep it upright, Prenslow. And again, Aaron's out of the saddle trying to hold on to Jose's wheel. And we approach the back side. And I'm feeling like, all right, nobody's coming around us at 30 miles an hour. Again, based on the wind direction, it wouldn't be as critical that we move over to the left. But remember what I said, Matt is going to be my lead out guy. And he's a man of his word. So he's like, I need to get involved with this. I'm not sure that this was the right move, but it was awesome. He comes up on my right side, so he's saving some energy. And tells Aaron, all right, hold on, I got Prenslow, I got Brady to take care of here. He puts his hand out, and we are into turn number 2, just 1 turn to go. And I'm going to be coming around Matt for the finish. Which side do I want to go? Do I want to go to the right side? Do I want to go to the left side? You know I want to go to the left side because that's the direction of the wind. My final tip is, can you put out 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 watts when it counts? And this day I was able to do that. And this is the first time I've won this race in about 14 years, which is a fantastic feeling, and I could not have done it without some decent fitness, some strategy, and some fantastic teammates. So, super fun race. I'll be back every year. Thanks for watching.